We're about ready to share with you some real nuggets from a prophet named Graham Cooke. I so respect the way Graham represents God, and I know that you're going to be refreshed. So why don't you just enjoy this and let the truth of it just soak you and saturate you.
I love what I'm going to become because I'm constantly changing. But I like where I am with God right now, and I like what I like where I've come from. I like where I am. I like where I'm going in terms of my personality. So God comes to heal us and set us free to enjoy being the kind of person He always wanted us to be. And so reality actually brings us to that depth of self-love. And when you come there, you know, you're free to love anybody. And you don't need to see the glitter, you don't need to see the mask, you don't need to see wonderful things. Because actually nothing puts you off people. Once you set your heart on love, as God does, you love no matter what. And that's the coolest thing about being alive, I think. I think there's a challenge that God would bring to the church, and that is this. Believe me for the outrageous. Bankrupt me if you can. Bankrupt heaven of all that I have in goodness, all that I have in power, in righteousness, in healing, in health, in wholeness. Bankrupt me, I dare you. Go for broke. Treat me as though I am an absolute trillionaire, you know, to the millionth degree. I have that much. And if these are the last days, don't you know that God will bankrupt heaven to make sure He got one last sinner in there before the curtain closed? And the role of the church is to prove that God is wealthy beyond any means, that He is lavish, that He is extravagant beyond any means. And I believe we're coming into days where church is going to open the windows of heaven. We're not going to be stood on earth saying, Lord, open a window of heaven. We're going to be in that place of favor, in the high place, opening windows. We just need to know when the time is to open a window. And I think we can open it because we have favor with God.
Wasn't that great? I always get touched by Graham Cooke. He's just so deep, so rich, and so profound. And we love bringing these little pieces of treasure to you. In fact, we do it just for you. And I want to pray a blessing on your day right now. Father, this one that has just finished watching this clip, I just ask that you would bless them enormously, that you would reach into their life and whatever their need is, Lord, that you would bless them beyond measure. Touch their life and make their day and make their night special because you are in it. In Jesus' name. Thanks so much for joining us, and go inside the site. There's way more for you, and just browse around, have a good time, and maybe you might even feel led to partner with us or to bless the ministry with a donation. It takes lots of finance to reach out to the lost, to reach out to the streets, to those that are destitute, and that's what we're made for, as well as taking airwaves for Jesus, being part of His media army and putting a stake in the ground for Him. Why don't you partner with us and join the family?